A very unexpected yet very exciting package was received today, and that is some more vintage CGC cards returned, and we're going to reveal them here in today's video. I did an amazing SGC submission reveal of just 3 incredible vintage cards. I'll leave a card to that video right up there for you guys to check out either before or after this video. But we have more vintage cards here. We have, I believe, here's a Joe Cronin. I know there's a really cool one in here. Stan Musial, they're all cool. But one stands out more or better than the rest. Roger Hornsby. And then here we go, here it is. Lou Gehrig. Let's put the box off here to the side and let's go with the Roger Hornsby first. This is from the same gentleman who submitted the other cards in the video that I just queued in the corner for you guys. I don't know if these cards are available or not. However, if there is any interest in these cards, let me know and I can definitely ask the owner of these cards. But let's dive right into it. Let's get me a beautiful, there we go, look at that. Definitely seen better days. We have a 1933 Gaudi Roger Hornsby. What are we going to get on this grade? Very nervous. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1. Poor. But you know what? So we're hoping for at least like a 1.5 or a 2 here because 1 is the bottom of the barrel. Anything can get at least a 1 in terms of cards submitted. You know, if the corners were a little bit better, maybe it gets a 1.5 or a 2. Very excited to see that. At least the card's authentic. That's what grading does, even with the poor grade that we see here with this one, literally and figuratively. But let's get a little close-up of the card. Very good looking card. But yeah, hopefully we can get at least a higher than a 1 here. Let's put that right there. Da-da-dun. What do we have next? We're going to go with the Stan Musial. Back looks really good. Back looks really good. Take a look at the front here. It's not as old as a card, but still extremely old. This is 1951 Burke Ross Stan Musial. I think this is going to fare well. I think we're going to get a really solid grade on this card. And I think it's going to be arguably our best one here. That's what I'm thinking. But without further ado, in 3, 2, 1, a 4. We'll absolutely take the 4 on this card. That is nice. The color looks really good. The edges look solid. The corners, you know, the corners on the back look really sharp. The corners on the front kind of look meh. But the centering on this card on the back looks really good. On the front, looks, you know, I know it's thicker over here, up to bottom. A little, you know, thicker down here than up there. But for a vintage card for 1951, I think the centering on this card is very good. So we'll definitely take the 4 here on the Stan the Man. Let's get into our Joe Cronin card. He played for the Red Sox, and he also, I believe he managed as well for the Red Sox. This is his Washington Senators card. So let's see, let's flip her over. Obviously, before we do, bottom corner is not in the best of shapes here. Let's flip it over. Gorgeous looking card, 1932 U.S. Caramel Joe Cronin. I don't think this is going to fare well, but let's try to stay positive and optimistic. At least a 1.5. I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so. A 1. I did not think we were going to get a 1.5. Again, a 1.5 shows it is not the worst condition that it could be. It means that it's in slightly better shape than whatever they deem, you know, the bottom of the barrel to be. Again, with these corners, the stainage, the coloring looks really good. The centering's a little off, but I mean, the color looks really sharp. The edges here, just not terrible, but not great at all. It's even written on the card too. But again, getting cards graded, especially vintage cards, helps with the authenticity. It authenticates that the card is real, especially a card that's 92 years old now. And it also protects it forever and ever. But here we go. We got a nice 1934 Gaudi Lou Gehrig card. This one, I would love to see come back a 1.5 or a 2 maybe, if we can. Please don't be a 1 on this card. Here's the back, inspection all over. Flip it over. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, sorry, I had a customer come in, so I have yet to take a look at this grade, but we did have to kind of awkwardly cut right there for a second. But just looking at the card, I'm gonna guess that it does not come back higher than a 1. And here is 1934 Lou Gehrig, or 1934 Gaudi Lou Gehrig, excuse me. Beautiful looking card nonetheless, regardless of the grade. All right, guys, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Authentic. Interesting. We didn't get a number grade, but we got an AU for authentic. Does that mean it's worse than a 1? Does the AU mean it's worse than a 1? Interesting. I'll have to look into that because I don't remember checking off anything, whether it's authentic or, you know, just trying to get it authenticated or such like that. So I'm guessing it's worse than a 1. I'll have to look into that. If anyone has any light on that, please let me know down below. Again, fairly new working with CGC. It's only been a few months now, you know, a few submissions, but definitely curious to hear if anyone has any light on that. I'm definitely going to go look into it after this video. But here it is. 1934 Gaudi Lou Gehrig. I'm guessing the 1, oh, I'm sorry, the AU authentic is worse than the 1 here. I definitely wouldn't be surprised with the creases, the corners, or the lack of corners, all the chipping and such. So, but you know, when I look at the Hornsby here, you know, besides the creasings, this doesn't have any creases at all. Well, 1 crease right there by my thumb. Not too bad. And then, you know, I pull out the Cronin. The Cronin, you know, is probably the best one out of all, you know, in terms of the ones, you know, with the exception of the 2 faded marks, no creases, a little writing on it. So I'll definitely have to look into it, but I'm curious. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining in today's video. Really hope you like or have been liking these vintage submission reveals. The guy who submits these is an awesome guy. And again, if there's any interest in these cards, let me know and I can relay that question over to him because I'm not sure if they're available or not. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, please make sure you smash the thumbs up button, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new or haven't considered subscribing, as I greatly appreciate the love and support. If you enjoyed this video, then I've queued up an excellent video right there for you guys that I do believe is going to be excellent for your hobby endeavor. So hopefully I will see you in that one.